Okay, so question 6, it says find an expression in terms of n for the sum of the first n terms of the arithmetic series 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus blah blah blah. Simplify your answer. So the question is here, well, what are they actually asking for? Okay, so you've got to read the question carefully. When you see this series here, first of all, you should note that a is obviously equal to 1, the first term. Okay, and there's a common difference here, isn't there, of 2. Okay, because it's increasing by 2, adding on 2 each time. So we know a is 1, d is 2. But then looking at the question carefully, look, it says find an expression for the sum, yeah? Sum of the first n terms. So we want Sn. That's what we want, okay? In terms of n, okay? So it can be any number of terms. So you just use this formula. So Sn, sum of n terms, will be n over 2, okay? Square bracket, 2 times a, and we know a is 1 now, first term, plus then n minus 1 times the difference, which is 2. Okay? And it does say to simplify our answer, doesn't it? So let's sort of maybe tidy up this square bracket in here. So we've got 2 here, plus then, that's 2, yeah, put that 2 at the front. So you might see, work it out a bit easier. So this becomes then 2, well, expand this bracket, 2n. 2 times n is 2n, and 2 times minus 1 is minus 2. And what you'll see nicely then is that the 2 and the minus 2 cancels. So we end up having n over 2 times just that term in that bracket, 2n. Okay, so the 2's will cancel, because it's like a half times 2, which is 1. And then you've got n times n, which is n squared. So the sum of the n terms in this case, the expression for it will be just n squared. Okay, the square numbers. So the 20th term then, it says, of an arithmetic series is 98. So the 20th term, T20, is 98. And the sum of the first 20 terms is 1010. So find the common difference. And the first term of the series. So T20 is 98. So remember then, using the nth term formula, the top here, that one, we've got a plus n minus 1, 20 minus 1, d is 98, is T20. So this simplifies to be a plus 19d is 98. Here then, the sum of 20 terms, so 20 over 2, 2a plus n minus 1, so 20 minus 1, d is equal to 1010. So 20 divided by 2 is just 10. In that bracket then I got 2a plus 19d, and that equals to 1010. So I can divide both sides by 10. So I get 2a plus 19d is 101. So it looks very similar to the to this equation here, but it is slightly different. So if I write down, so we can solve them simultaneously to work out what a and d is. So if I write down 2a plus 19d here is 101, and if I write the other one down, a plus 19d is 98, and if we just subtract them straight away, then you get your a out. Yeah, so I think a there is equal to 3, isn't it? So taking them away, you get a there, they cancel, and you get 3 there. So a is 3. And then to get your d, you just sub it then back into maybe 1. So 3 plus 19d is 98, which implies 19d is going to be 95. So then d has got to be 95 divided by 19, which works out nicely there to be 5.